The Soul Cages is the third full-length studio album released by Sting. Released in 1991, it became his second #1 album in the United Kingdom. The album was dedicated to Sting's recently deceased father, who died in the late 1980s. The Soul Cages is a concept album in which the songs are a reflection of his relationship with his father and how he felt after his death. It spawned 4 singles: All This Time, Mad About You, Why Should I Cry For You, and The Soul Cages. The title track won Sting the first ever Grammy Award for Best Rock Song in 1992. Overview and concept. The Soul Cages is a concept album focused on the death of Sting's father. At the time, Sting had developed a writer's block shortly after his father's death. The episode lasted several years, until Sting was able to overcome his affliction by dealing with the death of his father through music. The first song written for the Soul Cages was Why Should I Cry For You, and Sting has stated the rest of the album flowed quite easily after that first hurdle was overcome. Most of the songs have motifs related to sailing at the seas. There are also references to Newcastle, the part of England where Sting grew up. Album opener Island of Souls tells the story of Billy, the first son in a family line of riveters. As he watches the ships his father helped create set sail, Billy dreams of taking his father along with him to escape by sea. His dreams become more prevalent as his father is injured and given 3 weeks to live. All This Time chronicles Billy's desire to bury his father at sea. The middle section of the record focuses mainly on the town Billy lives in and its people, before the highly introspective Why Should I Cry For You. Musically, a mournful Northumbrian pipe motif at the end of Island of Souls returns to open The Wild Wild Sea, where Billy loses his way in a tempest only to find himself steered to safety by the spirit of his father. In another fantastical narrative on the album's eponymous track, Billy's father is being held captive by a demonic fisherman, with whom Billy wages his life in a drinking game in a bid to set his father's soul free. Finally, the album ends with the moody, slightly enigmatic When the Angels Fall, which serves as a final thesis on the Catholicism which so heavily influenced Sting's upbringing, particularly regarding his father's spiritual beliefs. Musically, the song acts as a full stop for both the album's content and Sting's own personal torment, with the song's fluctuating tonality finally resolving to a firm and secure G major, marking a return to home and providing an overwhelming sense of acceptance, redemption and subtle nostalgia, beautifully realized in the album's closing lullaby motif. The character of Billy is referred to in the third person for the first 3 songs and in the first person for the last 3 songs. In an interview with Charlie Rose aired on the 10th of December 2010, Sting mentioned that he was working on a mood piece, a musical project and book in collaboration with Pulitzer winner Brian Yorkey. The work would be based on an album he released many years ago concerning the loss of his father. Growing up in Newcastle and witnessing the passing of the shipbuilding industry there, he admitted being scared of the prospect of pulling it all together but expressed confidence in it working out. This project has since been confirmed as the musical The Last Ship. Packaging. At the time this album appeared, the music industry was starting to shift away from using CD long boxes. Sting, a committed environmentalist, wanted to eliminate the amount of cardboard waste caused by the long box. The original packaging was a 4-fold cardboard case that could be modified to look like a long box, and folded back into a dual box-sized CD package for home storage. In Germany, the CD was sold in dual cases as well as long boxes. The cover painting was a commissioned work by the Scottish artist Stephen Campbell, until the release of Symphonies in July 2010. The Soul Cages was the only studio album by Sting not to feature a photograph of himself on the cover. Track listing. All songs written by Sting. Some pressings erroneously list Why Should I Cry For You before Jeremiah Blues. Additional tracks: Vengo del Sur, bonus track for Spanish edition. Muoio per te, bonus track for Italian edition. Personnel adapted from booklet. Sting, vocals, bass, mandolin, synclavier. Dominic Miller, electric and acoustic guitars. David Sanchez, Kenny Kirkland, keyboards. Branford Marcellus, saxophone. Parola Paparel, oboe. Catherine Tickle, Northumbrian small pipe. Manu Katché, drums. Ray Cooper, Vinx. Bill Summers, Munungo Jackson, Skip Burney, Tony Vaca, percussion. Production adapted from booklet. Arranged by Sting. Produced by Sting and Hugh Padgham. Q Sound production assisted by Brian Cowieson and Scott Willing. Recorded and mixed by Hugh Padgham. Assisted by Simon Osborne, Yves Jarjage, Bruce Keane, Al Stone, Brian Schäuble and Efren Herrera. Technical assistant to Sting, Danny Quattrochi. Mastered by Bob Ludwig. All songs published by Magnetic Publishing Limited. Blue Turtle Music. Singles. All This Time, number 5 US Hot 100, number 1 US Mainstream Rock, number 1 US Modern Rock No. 9 US Adult Contemporary No. 22 UK Singles Chart. Mad About You, number 56 UK Singles Chart. Why Should I Cry For You? The Soul Cages, number 7 US Mainstream Rock No. 9 US Modern Rock No. 57 UK Singles Chart. Certifications. Charts.